This is Josiah Plays Pool of Radiance, an official Advanced Dungeons & Dragons computer product. Brought to you by SSI. This game came out in 1988. I was 11 years old, and at the time, and for some time thereafter, this was my favorite game. I think it came out about the same time, within a year, of the original Wasteland, which was also my favorite game. But this started off a series of D&D games, which they refer to nowadays as the gold box games, because they came in this gold-looking box. And there was a whole series of these games, and they weren't necessarily the very first game that ever had anything to do with Dungeons & Dragons, but they were the first, in my opinion, the first real official D&D computer games. And they really did a great job of emulating the rules and the spirit of the game, I think. They were so good. They were so good for their time. And I played pretty much all of them, I think. And they were awesome. This is the very first one. This is the very first one. I've already seen Nox's... Hey, Saito, good to see you. How you doing? Already seen Nox's gift to me? Oh, shit, Robert. Hey, good to see you, Robert. Radu76, that's my buddy Robert. I've played real-life D&D with him. Like, in physical space. I used to live in Denver, and he lives out there, and I knew him from there. We played some D&D. IRL. Good to see you, Robert. How you been? So, this is how they did the... This is how they did the copy protection back then. The game came with this code wheel, which is pretty cool. It came with a code wheel that you had to spin around, and it had all these different runes that you would line up. And as you spun it around and lined the things up, it would produce different letters and numbers in these different cutout boxes, you know, so that you could decipher things in game and also use it as the copy protection. So now for the GOG version of the game, which is what I'm playing. Now this is in DOSBox, but it's all been set up and changed by GOG so that it runs on modern computers and everything. For the GOG version of the game, they have disabled this. However, so I could just hit enter right now and it would skip the copy protection. But for fun, we're gonna do the copy protection thing. I should also note real quick that this music you're hearing is not the music of Pool of Radiance, because Pool of Radiance had no music. It also had very little in the way of sound effects. The sound effects it has are terrible, and they sound really bad on the emulator, and apparently they kind of like slow it down and mess it up, so I have the sound effects turned off. So the game itself is going to be completely silent. So I am playing some background music here, which is all by Kevin MacLeod. If you've watched any of my Lone Wolf gamebook videos, you will recognize this music. It's the same playlist I use for my Lone Wolf books. So it's by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. Great guy, does lots and lots of free, royalty-free music, so he's a cool guy. Anyway, now they included within this a little program that I can use to simulate the code wheel. And I'm gonna open that up right now. Here it is. Now you can't see it on the screen, but I'm gonna use it. And I'm going to, so I have to match the Espruar rune. Espruar is the written language of the elves in the Forgotten Realms. So the Espruar rune is the elven rune. So I have to click that one, and then the Dethic rune, that's the dwarven runes. So if you're writing in elven, you're writing in the Espruar language. If you're writing in dwarven, you're writing in Dethic. So I click both of those, and then once you lined the two up, there were 3 paths on the code wheel. So it could make 3 different words, and you had to read the correct path. This is the dash dot dot dash dot dot dash dot dot path. And the word is temple. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to type in temple. Boom! We come to the main menu. Very fancy main menu. This is still first edition rule set, though I think second edition had technically come out by the time this game came out. So they might have incorporated a little bit of stuff from 2nd edition, but it's mostly 1st edition rules, yeah. Really old school D&D rules. But they translated the rules to the computer extremely well, I think. And so I was 11 years old when this game came out. I did manage to finish it at the time, so... I should note one thing. This is not necessarily a full playthrough of this game. Right now I'm doing this as a one-shot. It'll be on my videos as a one-shot. And we'll see if it grabs me and if I want to keep playing it and do the whole thing. So I'm not committing to a full playthrough of this game right now. So the way it works is you make your full party of 6 characters. So, I'm going to create a new character. Boom. And I have to use... There's no mouse support for this. So even though you can probably see my mouse cursor, I can't actually use my mouse for this game. I have to use nothing but the keyboard. And you gotta use weird keys too. Like the arrow keys you would think would go up and down in this list. They don't. I've got to use the 1 key on the number pad to go through here. So here's what I'm going to make. Because in old 1st edition D&D... there were level limits on the classes for the other races beyond human. In general, the cool thing about this is part of a series of 4 games. And there were other gold box games that were part of other series. There was actually these 4, plus there was the 3 Kryn ones, the 3 Dragonlance ones, those were really good. And then there was another 2 ones called the Savage Frontier ones, so there were at least 9 gold box games. This is part of a series of 4 though, and you can carry forward your characters from one game to the next through all 4 games, and you get very, very high level by the end. So because of that, it's not worth for me to play anything but humans, except for my thief. My thief is going to be an elf, because everybody can advance unlimited as a thief. So I'm going to make a bunch of humans, and we're just going to be single class, and we're not going to be trying to multi-class and, you know, cheese this shit with power gamer stuff. We're just going to make some basic characters. Starting off, I've got a human. You can play male or female. Now, 1st edition D&D, kind of sexist. One could say that this is realistic, but, you know, in a world with fantasy and magic and dragons, I don't know how much realism we really have. But in 1st edition D&D, female characters had a lower max strength than male characters. They just couldn't have as high of a strength as a male character, and that is coded into this game. So first I'm going to make 3 fighters, and my fighters need to have top-end strength, so I'm not going to make any of them female, because of old 1980s sexism. You're welcome. So make a male character. All the class selection. What will I choose between all of these multiple classes? They didn't even call them wizards back then, or mages. They just called them magic users. I'm a guy who uses magic. And then the cleric, fighter, and thief. Pretty much the traditional. Now I'm making 3 fighters for my party, because I get to make 6 characters. I'm going to make 3 fighters, a cleric, a magic user, and a thief. So my first fighter. Oh, it's alignment time. So I think, sexually dimorphic traits kind of go out the window the second you're riding on an orb that vibrates to speak and can turn into a dog. Yeah, right? We go chaotic good for the first guy. Oh boy, here we go with the graphics. Now, I can say no here, and I can keep re-rolling my stats. And yes, it's straight up rolling my stats, 3d6, and rolling my hit points. But here's the deal. After you make your character, you get the option to modify your character. And you can set your stats to whatever the hell you want. So I'm not going to re-roll right now. I'm just going to take anything it gives me, because I'm going to modify my stats after the fact. So now, I got to put in a name. My first guy's name is going to be Sinden Thorn. Now, watch the depth of the character customization. Just keep in mind, this game came out in 1988, and I'm telling you right now, for the time, this was some advanced shit. Alright, so let's go through the heads. Oh, we got angry guy, we've got white-haired guy, we've got white-haired guy without hair. Then we get into the female heads. You can put the female heads on the male bodies and vice versa, which is pretty fun. You can do things like... You can do things like this. There's the bodies. Some of these bodies, though. You can do things like this, you know, for funsies, if you want. But, you know, I like how the heads don't even match up with the bodies most of the time. Like, it's just... Look at this guy with that body. Cut the games. Oh, man. This is good times right here. This is good times. Oh, I forgot to start my stopwatch thing so that I know how long I've been recording for. Well, now I'll start it. Okay, hold on. Let's just get serious here. These heads with these bodies, though, seriously. I mean, they're really bad. All right, we're gonna go with this one, and we're gonna go with this, even though it doesn't really match up at all. This is gonna be our first guy. It's like that old Mr. Potato Head game you played on the school Macintosh when you were a kid. That sounds like fun. Alright, here we go. We're keeping this. Now! Oh, the customization continues! As you get to set up your little icon for a combat. And you spend most of your time looking at these little icons. So, alright, so parts. Okay? First I can set a head. And as you see, it's cycling through some various heads there. I don't know. I think we're just gonna go with normal bearded dude head. Oh, wait, I forgot I can go back. Normal bearded dude head, okay? And then we're gonna go weapon. There's quite a few possibilities, actually. The archer guy, he could be axe guy, he could be two-handed flail guy, he could be flail and shield guy, dagger guy, pick guy, regular sword guy, club guy, two-handed pick guy, mace guy, two-handed flail again type thing, Morning Star? No, it's not really a Morning Star. Two-handed mace guy, whatever the hell that thing is. Little mini hammer or something. Crossbow guy, two-handed sword guy, two-handed axe guy, polearm guy. Now here's the deal with the second edition or first/second edition weapon list. It's a little bit ridiculous because where's the weapon list? You know, there's so many types of weapons. There's not that many. But there are so many types of polearms in these old D&D weapon lists. Do you know what all of these are? I'm going to read them to you. You can choose with... These are just the polearms. Not the other type of weapons, just the polearms. Bardiche, Bill Gizarm, Fouchard Fork, Military Fork, Gizarm Glaive, Gizarm Volge, Halberd, Lucerne Hammer, Partisan, All Pike, Ransuer, Speedum, Volge. I think that's it. That's like 11. I think it's like 11 types of polearms. And you can never tell them apart. Like, which one is which? Who the fuck knows? So the good old weapon list of polearms. Lots of fun. Pick guy got beat up by two-handed pick guy all throughout high school? Yeah. Alright, so this guy's gonna be kind of a basic sword and shield guy, okay? So we got basic sword and shield guy. Now we get lots of colors we can choose from. So weapon. We're gonna go, okay, we can put a little something on our weapon there. He's gonna be kind of like this. Body. Oh, all those colors though. A little something like this. Hair. Something like this. How about that shield color? Them arms. Them legs. And we're not done. Now there's color 2. Weapon. The sword all bright and white. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. Vanilla warrior of the normative standard. Yeah, this is my basic tank guy. Gotta work the poles. Interesting list to divulge. I see what you did there. I do see what you did there. It was pretty great. I'm kind of going with the all one color for each character, just so that they're nice and color coded. We won't get them mixed up. We know exactly which one's which. I must have spent so much time as a kid going through these things and customizing these characters and stuff. Alright, there we go. And oh, you can make him little if you want. look at his little hair when you make him little. No, I don't want him little. I lied. Put him back to normal size. Alright, cool. Yes, it's okay. Character's done. I can add him to the party. Boom. One character complete. Now I can go to modify, and I can just casually go over here and do this. And just start raising stuff. Consuming, yeah. Well, dude, here's the deal. It's hard to find a computer that can run a game like this without, you know, spending thousands of dollars, because it has some incredible system requirements. Be prepared for this. System requirements. This game requires a minimum of 384K available memory. 384K! It doesn't even require 1 megabyte of RAM. It also requires approximately 2.2 megabytes of hard disk space. The whole game. 2.2 megs of hard drive space, which is funny because the PDF of the manual is bigger than that. The PDF of the manual for the game is bigger than the game itself. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna here's the deal. This game can be challenging, and it's kind of balanced for high ability scores. So we're making all of our scores 18. Straight up. Every character, 18s down the board. And max hit points, obviously. Oh yeah, you got the Thaco in there. Haven't seen that in a lot of editions. Haven't seen that since 2nd edition. The old 2-hit armor class 0 stat. Yes, I am a cheater. I'm gonna raise all the things. Alright, cool. He's done. Alright, let's make another character. Another human fighter. It's really exciting. Also male. We'll make this one... lawful... neutral. For the lulz. Do we want to keep this character? Yeah. This character's name will be... Tirtaeus. And he will have a head. Which head? I don't know. Let's see. These are some great heads to choose from. They are some great heads to choose from. Maybe he'll be this serious-looking fellow. And I don't know if I should use the same body for each. We'll go with this. We'll go with this right here. This serious-looking fellow. Made sense that the lower your armor class, the better. Yeah, well, also the lower your Thaco, the better. The lower your saving throws, the better. Some things in D&D used to be the higher the better, some things were lower, so it was really awesome and confusing. I mean, once you learned the system, it wasn't confusing, but it was really counterintuitive for, like, normal people trying to learn the game. That's why they changed all that with 3rd edition and onward. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This character's gonna use a... we're gonna do, like, a... like a two-handed axe kind of situation. No, wait, we'll go with polearm for this guy. This guy will be... he'll use one of the 11 types of polearms. One of those guys look like Blazer from Lone Wolf. Did he? And head-wise, I think we're gonna go with... I don't. We're gonna go with this also. Okay? Normal bearded head. Normal fighter head. Okay. Let's do some colors. Let's do some colors. You're thinking right now, man, he's got to make 6 of these characters? This is going to be boring as shit for a long time. I know. It really is. Sorry. This is going to be the green guy. The green Power Ranger. We have like a forest green. I guess that's the closest thing we've got. Black hair. Shield. He doesn't have one. Arms. And legs. I'm just using black as like the highlight color for every character because got the games. Color number 2. Are we having fun yet? This doesn't even... Are we having fun yet? Character creation. Could make his face a variety of very strange colors. Yup. Good stuff. There we go. Wait a minute. What's up with that arm color? There. He's done. Add him to the party. Modify. Gonna cheat him all the way up. This has been Josiah Makes Pool of Radiance characters. Very exceptional. They're heroes. They're heroes. Keep them. Alright. Create another character. What's he gonna be? You guessed it, a human fighter. This one will be, this one will be lawful good. Why not? Keep him. This guy's character's name is Valgard Locke. And his head. That smiley head. No, not smiley head. Let's go with... We're gonna go with bald and bearding guy head. And we're gonna go with... Oh yeah, we gotta... Hold on. Hold on. Right there. Right there. This guy gives no fucks about a shirt. He's lawful good, and he's got no shirt, and he doesn't care. He's gonna be two-handed sword guy. Let's go for a two-handed sword. There it is. There it is. And he's gonna go... Where's the balding guy head? There's a balding guy head. There it is. Balding guy with beard head. And... he's gonna be red. Red is gonna be his little color, so... I think that's red. Making them characters. Listen to some Lone Wolf music. This music actually has nothing to do with Lone Wolf in any way other than the fact that I use it for my Lone Wolf videos. Looks like a cross between Popeye and Bluto. Nice. Color 2. You could have dark gray skin for some reason. Doesn't make any sense. Here we go. We're working on it. We're getting through these. We're getting through them. There he is. He's done. 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 Yes. Add to party. Add him. Done. Modify. Boom. Let's get that strength up. He's getting swole. He's working out right now. No, black people are not a different race with special powers. Well, it's not like there's normal humans, quote-unquote, and then black red guards. There's several different nationalities of humans. There's Imperial humans, there's Bretons, there's Red Guards, there's, Nords. You know, there's several different kinds of humans, basically, in Elder Scrolls. It's not like they just had humans and Red Guards. That would have been super racist. Alright, keeping him. Alright, finally we can make something other than fighters. Let's create our new character. This is going to be our elf thief. They didn't have rogues back then. They had thief, just straight up thief. They didn't try to clean it up and try to call it a rogue to make it sound not so bad. Like, oh, maybe your character's not a thief. Maybe you're just a roguish sort. No, back then it was just straight up thief. Your character is a fucking criminal. Deal with it. Also male, because female thieves get a reduced strength for some reason. Thief. This one will be chaotic neutral, as you would expect from a thief. I'm not going to make any evil characters, because, you know, it's not how I roll. Alright, we're going to go with... Oh, his name. His name will be... Raylan... Oh, I don't have enough room to type all that. Raylan Silk Scar. That's his name. He's got a head. I think we're gonna go for this really roguish looking one here. Oh, I skipped it. Yeah, we gotta go for that guy. Doesn't look like an elf, but what can you do? That old guy seriously look like Sean Connery? A little bit. A little bit. Yeah, in the one-on-one sessions, you're still gonna be 3rd level and have all your items, yes. You will have your chariot and your 2 cows, Nox. You will have it. No. 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 Yes. You can tell what class some of these were made for. Obviously, this was intended to be the thief. Look at how much his neck doesn't match his body, though. What is going on right there? Alright, there he is. Alright, parts. Head. Let's go for more of a long-haired kind of dude. Like, we'll go with sort of this guy. Looks like he's got something going on there. And he's gonna be probably just stabby dagger guy here. And his colors. I don't think he doesn't even get 2 colors on his weapon. We'll go with sort of a gray for him. Even his hair will be gray? No, because then that blends into the background. Make his hair white. We'll call it silvery, because he's an elf. He's a moon elf. Alright, and arms. Black. Leg. Black. Color 2. Weapon. I can't even change the color of his weapon at all. It's just a black dagger and that's it. Shut up. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna put this on black. And the arms will go to gray. And the legs go to gray. There. Thief. Boom. Done. Elf Thief. There he is. Amazing. Amazing the character customization, right? You don't think you've ever seen Nox curse before? Huh. I think I have. I don't know. I don't notice things like that because it's such not a big deal to me. Like, I consider the whole idea of profanity to be completely stupid. Like, there's just words. There's words that people use that have a meaning in our culture and our slang. And you just use whatever the words are that people use. And the idea that some of those words are profane for some reason is fucking ludicrous to me. Okay. Should I make him small because he's an elf? No, I should not. That's a terrible idea. Alright, there we go. He's done. Man, I'm proud of these characters. Let's get him in the party. Let's get Raylan in there. Let's modify him up. Now, you notice he can't have exceptional strength because he's not a fighter. The others all went up to 1800. For some reason, in 1st and 2nd edition D&D, they did this thing called exceptional strength, where if you had an 18 strength and you were a fighter, he can go up to a 19 dex, though, because he's an elf. And you were a fighter, you could roll a D100 and get this extra sort of exceptional strength on there that made you stronger than a person with a normal 18. But no matter how high it was still weaker than a person with a 19. But only fighters could have it, and apparently different races had caps on it. Only human fighters could actually have the highest, which is, again, all pretty weird. 8 big hit points for the rogue. Not the rogue, the thief. Alright, now let's make some ladies to go along with this group. So they're also going to be humans. But we're going to make some ladies. We're going to make us a cleric. And she will be neutral good. And we will keep her. And her name... ah, shit. Her name will be... Bliss. That's it. Just Bliss. Bliss the Cleric. She doesn't need two names. She's like Prince. She's like Seal. She's got the one name thing going. Alright, let's go. Let's see. None of these women look very blissful, do they? I guess she's about as blissful as it gets. Alright. We're not gonna do the chainmail bikini body. Oh, I like the one with the armor. Armor in it. That'll probably be our mage, the one with the dagger doing her nails. I think she's gonna go with, Actually, hold on. Let's go back to that ostensibly male cleric body. She could make that work. That doesn't look too bad with her head, really. Alright, cool. That's gonna be Bliss right there. Okay. Parts. Weapon. Let's go with a shield and mace kind of thing. Shield and mace. That's an axe. That's a pick. There's a mace. There's a shield and mace. And let's go with a head that looks like... I don't know what's supposed to be going on with that head. A little bit weird. Maybe we'll go with... It's a weird hat. Alright, we'll go with this one. And let's do the colors. Weapon. Her color, I think, will be light blue. Body. Yeah, let's go with a light blue for her. Like a bright white blue. Hair. Blonde. Extremely yellow hair. Yeah, they still had that in second edition, the 18 double. Yeah, the exceptional strength thing. I don't know why, Saito. I don't even know the answer to that. Why they did the stats the way they did. They were super weird back then. Super fucking weird. Super weird. Color number 2. Okay, that's just fine. That's just fine. You know, if I wanted to get fancy, I could make these characters have different colors for different things, and really, I mean, I could really test this graphic system to its limits. But I'm trying to keep it simple here in the interest of time. There she is. There's our cleric. Exit. Exit. Yes, it's beautiful. Let's get her in the group. And let's modify her up. See, she can have an 18 strength as a female, but that's it. She can't have an 18 double odd or whatever. That's why I didn't want to use females for the fighters. And 10 big hit points. These are level 1 first edition D&D characters with 18 con. So their hit points are really low, but their hit points are pretty high considering that they have an 18 constitution. But you wait till you see how many hit points the wizard has. He's gonna have like 6. Alright, cool. One more character to make. One more character to make. Another human. Female. Magic user. Magic user. Our magic user will be true neutral. Character name. Let's just go with the old classics we're used to around here. Seraphina Rose is the magic user. Why not? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Let's go with... Oh, probably that one. Oh, I skipped it again. Oh, maybe that other one there. No, we'll go with her. And we're gonna do the mage robes with the dagger. Yeah, she looks appropriately unconcerned. All right, head. We could give her a special hat or something. We'll go with this, whatever that's supposed to represent. I have no idea what that's supposed to represent. Oh look, some of these have, at the very end, have robes. I kind of hoped that was the case, but I didn't. Robe and dagger. Alright, there she is. Colors. What colors are we working with for her? Let's go with the bright-ass purple for our mage. The bright-ass purple. Or pink, even. It's even pinkish, isn't it? Maybe we'll go with that darker purple. Because that bright pink is a little bit obnoxious. Yeah, we'll go with the dark purple. These are important decisions we're making here, you know? You can't rush this. You can't rush it. You can't rush it. Bizarre skin color. Make her skin a little darker. So, hold on. What's going on with her hair? Give her some, like, red hair. Now her head looks really weird, though. These are some well-designed characters, if I do say so myself. Well designed. There we go. Boom. Now that's a fucking wizard right there. Retro RPG Revival! How's it going? Good to see you. This is definitely a retro RPG. Here we go. Our mage is done. Ready to rock. Do I want to make her small? Actually, that's kind of cute. With the little ponytail. Hold on. I need to change her skin color. This doesn't work with that hair. These are important that you can't, you know what I'm saying? With a graphically intense game like this, it's all about the visuals. And you can't skimp on the visuals. There's our little mage. Why is she little? She's just really short. She's a human, but she's just really short. She's self-conscious about it. Don't make fun of her. It's a visual indicator that she's squishier than everyone else. That she has less hit points, that she's weaker. Visual indicator. It's being small. Not suggesting that small people are inherently weaker or anything. Actually, because of physics, shorter people with the same amount of muscle mass are actually stronger than taller people. Because the moment arm that they have to move when they lift something is shorter. Whatever. You understand what I'm saying. Okay. Our characters... Wait. Modify. All the way up. Big 6 hit points. And her 1 spell per day. First level D&D wizards. But her 1 spell per day is pretty powerful, because if she casts sleep at low level in first edition, you wreck shit. It's like a death spell. You'll see. Alright, our characters are done. So I'm pretty happy. We've got our party. And we're going to... We can start. So I'm going to save the game right now. This is my starting group. And they're in the group. They're saved. That 1d2 plus 2 damage, yo. I know, right? Are you impressed? Alright, we're like 40 minutes into this. The characters are made. Hey, you got to make 6 characters in the beginning of this game. It's no joke. Are you guys ready? We're going to begin adventuring. Oh, here we are. Look at this guy. It's Rolf. Oh, I remember you, Rolf. Greetings, courageous ones. I am Rolf, appointed by the council to introduce newcomers to the fair city of Phlan. If you will accompany me, I will start the tour. Yeah, that's right. Rolf is going to take us on a tour of Phlan. That's a city on the Moonsea. Now, wait. So, this game doesn't have a lot of text in the game. Instead, it actually came with multiple books. It came with a big, thick manual. It also came with a book called The Adventurer's Journal, which has all kinds of written journal entries in it, and the game will direct you to read them. Like, you'll go through the game and it'll be like, read journal entry 26 or whatever, and then you'll get your text. And it's in a physical book. And then it has the same thing with Tavern Tales. It'll tell you, like, read Tavern Tale 16 or whatever. And the same thing with these proclamations, which you get like quests and stuff. It'll tell you to read a certain proclamation. But it also has basically all the lore you're going to get in this game is in the Adventurer's Journal. There's a picture here that says, Free New Phlan. The New Phlan City Council is leading the fight to free their captive city. Heroes are retaking the city block by block from the evil hordes. Riches and fame! The council is looking for soldiers and rogues, mages and clerics, heroes of all kinds to come to New Phlan. The wealth and land of an ancient city await those willing to reach out and take it. Glory! Legends will be written about the heroic struggle to free New Phlan. Ships to New Phlan depart twice monthly. When you arrive, see the New Phlan City Council for the latest news and information. Make your fortune in New Phlan. It's got a little map of the civilized area of New Phlan. And then there's this section which is all like a history of Phlan and the Moonsea Reaches, which I'm going to read to you. But it's long, so I'm not going to read it all at once. I'm going to read a small section of it, then we're going to go through a little bit of the game here, then I'm going to read a little bit more, and so forth until it's done. Because you need to know these things. This is the lore behind the game. Back then, everybody would have read this shit. People read the manuals back then. We're talking about 1988. If you even owned a computer, you were a giant ass nerd. And if you bought computer role-playing games for your computer in 1988, you were the giantest ass nerd. You definitely would have read the manual, you would have read the lore, because you were a fucking nerd. Back then. Now, you know, everybody buys these games, everybody has a computer, everybody plays games, it's not a big deal. You don't have to be that much of a nerd, but Says, a history of Phlan and the Moonsea reaches a discourse on this area and its problems. And the words area and problems are capitalized, so you know this shit's serious. Giantest ass nerd in the house. Man, you're not even that much of a nerd, Robert. Robert's like Mr. Cool Guy. He's like one of those cool guys that games. He's not even that much of a nerd, honestly. Alright. It says, well, properly speaking, it reads. I'm gonna do like a sage voice as I read this because, you know, you just have to imagine some sage guy is... So we're gonna go with Elder Ramoa for this. To most inhabitants of the lands of the Inner Sea, the Moonsea and its cities represent the border between civilization and barbarism. The Moonsea sits like a great plug straddling the territory between the mountains of Vasa and the nomad steppes, protecting the southern territories from the incursions of savage northerners. To the south of the Moonsea lie the civilized lands of Cormyr and Sembia. As an interruption here, this is back in the time of D&D and the Forgotten Realms when absolutely everything was not on the Sword Coast. They didn't actually give a fuck about the Sword Coast back then. At this point in D&D and Forgotten Realms, they like had stuff, books, and adventures set in like the whole realms. Once you got to like 4th edition and 5th edition, that's it. It's just Sword Coast all the time. Everything is Sword Coast. They might as well not even have the rest of the Forgotten Realms, because everything is fucking Sword Coast from now on. But this was back when there used to be an entire Forgotten Realms, not just a Sword Coast. I think it all started with Baldur's Gate, actually. Once they came out with Baldur's Gate, then it made the Sword Coast region really popular, and then they just decided, let's make every novel and computer game and source book about the Sword Coast from now on. How does that sound? And they're like, yes, that'll be easier. So they did. Alright. So, the lands of Cormyr and Sembia. To the north lay hundreds of square miles of cold and unforgiving waste. Even when the southern kingdoms are themselves besieged by orcish hordes, dragons, and fell monsters, they take comfort in the fact that it's worse around the Moonsea. The Moonsea reaches are defined by sages as being those lands bordering on the Moonsea and its major contributing rivers. These major rivers are the Tesh, flowing past the shadowed battlements of Zental Keep, the Wormflow, a cold stream flowing from the east. The Duathamper, also called the Evenflow, beginning deep in the heart of the Elven Court and flowing north. And the Barren River, which flows out of the Dragonspine Mountains and into Phlan. The River Liss carries the waters from the Moonsea south to the Inner Sea. The Moonsea itself is an odd combination of abyssal deep spots, ship-ripping shoals, and rich freshwater reefs. Despite this, travel across the Moonsea is generally safer than making the journey on land, so that most of the major merchant activity is by water. This is not to say that the Moonsea is without dangers. While monsters are more infrequent along the Moonsea, those that exist are generally more powerful than their landed cousins. Regions of the Moonsea are recorded as being haunted, and there have been numerous sightings of ghost ships. In our next episode, we will read about the ancient city of Phlan. But that's it for now. Alright, let's go. Rolf is going to take us on a tour. Here we go. Oh my god, the graphics. They're amazing. You now face an entrance to the Temple of Tyr. There are 3 temples in Phlan: Tyr's, Soon's, and Tempest. For some reason, Tempest doesn't get a possessive apostrophe. Tyr's is the largest and houses Bishop Braccio. If you'll turn around now, you'll see the entrance to the passenger dock area we just departed. Few ships dare the perilous passage here, but the Council is developing a plan to open up the sea lanes. Please follow me. Behind these doors are the special training schools where adventurers increase their skills. Let us go now to the city's most important building. Uh-oh, important building height. There it is. We are just outside the city hall. Proclamations are posted on these walls. Inside, the city clerk awards the council's commissions. Commissions are the quickest way to fame and fortune. That's where you get your quests, in other words. On your right is one of the entrances to Soon's temple. As with all Phlan's temples, various clerical services are offered inside. On your left is an entrance to the city park. Beyond this gate are the monster-ridden areas of the old city. We're slowly preparing for settlement. The council offers a generous reward to those who clear areas of monsters. Our tour is ended. Not much of a tour, really. Again, let me urge you to apply to the city clerk for a commission. Goodbye and good fortune. You are on your own now. Alright, thanks, Rolf. Here we are, we can do this now. Oh, we can spin around. Grid-based 3D. You are by the gateway to the unsettled areas. The city watch eyes you suspiciously. Alright, right, so I've got my party. And let's see. If I type this, if I hit A, I bring up the area map. That's what the area we're in looks like as an overview. I can cast a spell. I have no spells memorized, of course. Even my mage and my... I can hit view. This will show me my characters. They can trade items between each other. I don't think we have any gear yet. We have to go buy gear. All people flock to Phlan for its easily chewed wonders. We can encamp, but I don't think we're allowed to rest just on the streets in the city. I think they'll act up with us if we do. I should pick some spells to memorize, though. I only have 2 spellcasters, so magic, memorize. What does display do? Oh, spell effects. Okay, memorize. I got 3 cleric spells to memorize. Well, let's keep it real here. They're all going to be Cure Light Wounds. Fuck those other spells. And my wizard can memorize 1 spell. 1 fucking spell. It's going to be sleep, of course, because at low level sleep is really powerful. Now, to actually get those spells, I have to rest, and I'm pretty sure that if I try to rest here, they're going to act up with me. Rest is rudely interrupted. Oh shit, it's the guards. You're rousted by the city watch and told to move along. What do you do? I guess I go. It's fine, I'll find a place to rest. I'll find a place. I go into search mode. Now, as you look here, it shows my coordinates, it shows which direction I'm facing, northeast, southwest, and it shows the time. And as I move, time passes, 1 minute per block. But if I go into search mode, I'm like actively searching for traps and secret doors, and that makes it take 10 minutes per square. We walk near the poisonous barren river. But I'm going to leave search mode on anyway, because I don't care. I can also hit look just to like search the area again without moving anywhere, or just to make time pass. Let's see what's in here. You're welcomed by Priestess Joy of Soon. You seek healing? Let's say yes for the sake of argument. For science? So now that I'm at the temple, what can I do? I can heal. I can have them cast one of these spells on me, and of course it's going to cost money. They can cure me in various ways. They can raise the dead, etc. Stone to flesh. I can pool the party's money. How much money do we have? We have 730 gold. I'll take 730 gold. So now Sinden Thorn is carrying the 730 gold of our party. I don't think the book itself didn't have a grid. Now, the book that comes with the game only has a basic map of Phlan. Not even a really detailed map of Phlan. But they sold a clue book, and I owned this clue book because it was really cool. And I have a digital copy of the clue book. And the clue book has detailed maps of every single section labeled with what's everywhere. So I can look at this map, and if I want to find a certain thing in the city, I can. Because I have the digital clue book here, but it didn't come with the game. You had to buy it separately. It was basically like a strategy guide like they sell now. It was called a clue book back then. But the thing is, Saito, you didn't need a blank grid thing in the book, because I fucking guarantee you, if you bought this game in 1988, you already owned some graph paper. You already had graph paper, if you were one of the people that bought this game. Alright. Gonna praise items, no gems or jewelry. Okay, let's get out of here. So here's the temple. Oh, nope, I don't seek anything. Then you must leave. Okay, I'll leave. God, get off me. She's on my shit every time I... Okay. She keeps kicking me back whenever I... Fine, yes, I seek healing. I lied, haha. You walk near the poisonous barren river. So the temple is soon... Alright, that looks temple-y. That's the temple. I think this is the training hall. I think the only way I can save the game is by camping. So I'm going to in-camp, I'm going to save on B. I don't want to quit to DOS. No, to DOS. DOS! Do you remember that shit? Notices for the teachers and students are posted on the walls. A note directs magic users and clerics to go north, and fighters and, quote, rogues to go east. Sign on the wall directs magic users to go through the east door, and clerics to go through the west door. Train only clerics here. Do you want to train? Sure. Oh, this allows you to kick people out of your party and make new people if you want. You can also... I think you have to train to level up. So if I go to Bliss and I'm like, train. It costs 1,000 gold. Alright, that's pretty hardcore. My twin brother trains clerics. I train magic users. No, I don't want to train. Then you must leave. This room is filled with dueling pairs. The arena master asks if you wish to duel. The duels are evenly matched and normally not to the death. Do you duel? Not with any... No, I don't have any weapons yet, so no. Do you seek a partner for your adventuring? Oh yeah, you can hire NPCs to come with you as well. But they kind of suck because you can't control them and they just do whatever the fuck they want in combat, and that's a little bit lame, so... And I probably can't afford the higher one anyway. Alright, so anyway, that's where you train fighters, that's where you train rogues. Well, thieves. And that's what's in the training hall. Okay, so we've been in 2 of the buildings now. The Temple of Soon, the training hall. Where the fuck do I buy stuff? What's this? Ah, the back door. Of course the thieves' training place has a back door. And to the north is... Okay, this is where I came in. By order of the city council, the harbor master says, the only boat out is going to Sockle Keep. You can catch it at the end of the pier. Alright, we are not ready to go to Sockle Keep yet, I can guarantee you that, so... Look at these graphics, though. Advanced for the day. Our NPC companion gonna have the loyalty? Yeah, yeah. I'll be keeping track of who's gained loyalty and fear with the NPC companion, and whether they are gonna betray you or not. Are there spells that conjure things to fight for you to fill that slot? I think so. Yeah, I think so. The Priest of Tyr, what is that guy doing with his hands, is what I want to know. Because it makes me a little nervous. I feel like I walked into a place where it's like, are we sure this guy's a priest? Or is he just kind of like a special needs person that they've put here, and they put a robe on him and they're making him feel good about himself by letting him be the greeter at the church? No, I'm not making fun of special needs people, though. I'm just saying. He looks a little bit... I mean, even with his facial expression and everything, and what he's doing with his hands, he just looks a little bit touched. Alright, no, I don't seek healing. Then you must leave. Fine, jeez. Alright. So, we've explored a little bit of the civilized area here. The next thing we're going to do, you're outside the city hall. The city clerk waits inside to award commissions. So, Next episode, we will go inside, we will get some commissions from the City Hall. It'll be exciting. If you're watching my stream, I am not done playing, I'm going to continue, but if you're watching on YouTube, that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Pool of Radiance.